Hi, welcome to Gramophone Music Studio YouTube channel. This video will be about the ABRSM New FRSM Music Performance Diploma. Before we begin, kindly check out our past videos including the Introduction to ABRSM New Diploma, LRSM and FRSM, and also What's After Grade 8, an Introduction to Music Diplomas by ABRSM and Trinity. Click the right corner to view them, and we'll also include the link in description. In this video, we'll only talk about the new FRSM starting from April 2024. Firstly, the mode of exam. It is online via video recording for the performance and submit written or spoken supporting evidence for research and reflection. The exam is available on demand, which can be taken anytime. A physical exam is not available for FRSM. Here are the list of instruments available for FRSM Music Performance Diploma. For keyboard instruments, piano, harpsichord, and organ. For strings, violin, viola, cello, double bass, guitar, and harp. For others, percussion and singing. For woodwind instruments, the recorder, flute, oboe, clarinet, bassoon, and saxophone. And for brass instruments, horn, trumpet, cornet, flugelhorn, E-flat horn, trombone, bass trombone, baritone, euphonium, and tuba. I'll include this information in the link in description. The entry requirement for FRSM is the ABRSM Grade 8, either practical grade or performance grade. They are both accepted. For alternative qualifications, please refer to the next slide. There's no age limit, so there is no minimum or maximum age limit as long as the prerequisite is met. This is a list of alternative qualifications to the ABRSM Grade 8. You may also submit appropriate professional experience to substitute this. The FRSM components are Unit 1, Performance, and Unit 2, Research and Reflection. For Unit 1, present a program of 55 minutes plus minus 10%. The duration is including transition and a break up to 5 minutes for brass, woodwind, and singers. Whereas for Unit 2, you have to submit a written evidence of 3,500 words or a spoken evidence of 17 minutes plus minus 10% on the selected topics. And this is the marks distribution for FRSM. The performance takes 60 marks, which is divided into the pieces presented 30 marks and performance as a whole 30 marks. And research and reflection will take 15 marks, which makes the total 75 marks. The result categories is as such: Pass 50 marks and above, Merit 60 marks and above, and Distinction 68 marks and above. This is all out of a total of 75 marks. Now I'll talk in detail about Unit 1, Performance. The core of FRSM Music Performance Diploma is the performance of your instruments. Make video recording of your performance at your preferred venue with or without an audience. Selecting the repertoires. The total duration should be 55 minutes plus minus 10%. You have to select from the FRSM repertoire list, and there's also a possibility of own choice pieces, which includes own composition or arrangements. A minimum duration of 50%, which is more than 27.5 minutes, has to be selected from the FRSM repertoire list, whereas the remainder can be own choice piece at or beyond LRSM level. The FRSM repertoire list will be included in the link in description. When constructing the program, aim to present a balanced and varied program. Keep in mind to meet the duration requirement, and it has to include a variety of moods, keys, and speeds, with at least 2 contrasting pieces by periods or styles. There is no advantage of presenting only FRSM repertoire. If preferred to perform own choice piece for more than 50% duration, and written approval needs to be obtained from ABRSM by email to syllabus@abrsm.ac.uk. The own choice pieces must display difficulty of LRSM or above, and they must be available in sheet music of proper notation, which means no sheets or tabs. First page of the own choice pieces must be uploaded together with the exam video in the PDF format. You may also choose to present your own composition or arrangements as own choice pieces. They must be available in sheet music of proper notation and must display a difficulty of LRSM or above. The examiner will not judge the structural or compositional skills, only on the performance aspect. For the exam music, ABRSM does not publish pieces book like graded exam. It is recommended to acquire the edition stated in the repertoire list, especially for arrangements and transcriptions, as it may be different from one another. Other editions are acceptable as long as it matches the piece's information as listed. Performing from memory is optional and at the candidate's discretion, but it is encouraged to do so. There is no advantage given for performing from memory. Candidates are encouraged to make the video recording in front of live audiences, but it is optional at candidates' discretion. If the audience is present, they must keep quiet throughout the performance and should not clap in between the repertoires. All music with accompaniment should be performed as such. A pre-recorded accompaniment is not allowed. For woodwind, brass candidates and singers, it is permitted to take one break within the duration. The break can be up to 5 minutes, and the recording should go on during the break. And about page turner, it is permitted to have page turner with no prior permission needed. Next, I'll share about how to make the video recording. Here are the recording guidelines. The performance video must be recorded in one continuous take and unedited. The camera should be static, either portrait or landscape mode. Any device with a good recording quality can be used. The candidate, instrument, and if possible, the pedals for piano and the music stand if used should be clearly seen from the angle. The view cannot be blocked by audience, if any. The candidate's face should be visible throughout the performance. If there's audience, they should not clap in between the pieces and remain silent throughout the entire program. Do testing and trialing to ensure good sound quality and balance. For more tips on the recording, check out our video for Complete Guide to ABRSM Performance Grade. The recording can be done at any suitable venue chosen by the candidate, taking in consideration of the space and acoustics and the audience, if any. It can be done at any time as the exam is on demand. The Unit 1 and Unit 2 videos can be recorded separately if you choose to do spoken. And the recording procedure is as such. First, make the announcement. Second, show the photo ID. Then you may start the performance according to your order. The announcement should include the name, subject which is instrument, FRSM, Performance Diploma, and then the composer and title of each piece or song in your program in the performance order. For example, my name is John Lee and I'm taking the FRSM Performance Diploma for piano. The first piece in the program would be by, the second piece would be by, and so on. The next step is to show the photo ID, which is an identification document with photo, such as national identification card, passport, driving license, student card, etc. Alternatively, you may also use the candidate identification form by ABRSM. Hold it next to the candidate's face for about 5 seconds in front of the camera. And then you may begin performing according to the performance order. And now I'll talk about Unit 2, Research and Reflection. For Unit 2, it tests the knowledge and understanding relevant to your program and performance by providing a supporting evidence in spoken or written form. It requires research, analysis, and the way you approach and prepare the program. You have to select a topic from the given options. For written form, it is required to be 3,500 words plus minus 10%. For spoken, 17 minutes video plus minus 10%. It is encouraged to include musical examples and demonstration where applicable. For the written form, it has to be 3,500 words plus minus 10%. It can be done in any language. If English is not used, an English translation must be provided. You may use Word documents or PowerPoint presentation. It must be uploaded together with the exam video in PDF format only. You may include musical examples in the document. For the spoken form, the duration has to be around 17 minutes plus minus 10%. It can be made in any language. If English is not used, an English subtitle must be provided in the video. It can be presented verbally alongside a PowerPoint presentation. The spoken video can be recorded separately from the Unit 1 performance video. If a PowerPoint presentation is used, upload it in the PDF format together with the video. You should select one option from below. Option 1, informing your audience. Option 2, detailed program analysis. Option 3, programming your performance. Option 4, preparation for performance. I'll talk about these options in details. Option 1, informing your audience. Present information that will enhance your audience understanding and engagement with your program. Emphasize on substantial personal research and reflection. Provide information covering each work in your FRSM performance. Support and inform an experienced audience to see the works in context and identify features of the music that may be new to them. In your evidence, you may include topics such as the background information about the composers, the contextual place of the works in the output of the composers, a supporting detail concerning musical periods and styles, an overview of the musical structures and forms involved, points of note relating to instrumental or vocal technique, character and mood, and musical analysis. It should be designed to enhance your audience understanding and share insights about the music that are original and authentic. Conclude with a short evaluation of how effectively you realize this aim. The next option would be option 2, detailed program analysis. Choose a 30-minute section of your FRSM program and explore the music you have chosen in depth. Provide a thorough and detailed analysis of this part of program through one of the following lenses in the next slide. A. Musical analysis, including information about composers and musical periods, influences on the origins of the works, their significance in musical development more widely. B. Performance history or discography, including information on any dedications on the part of the composer, premieres or early performances through to contemporary concerts as appropriate, references to recordings or champions of a work, etc. And C. Significance in the development of your instrument, including information about the composers and musical periods, how the impact of technical developments in the construction of the instrument has opened new tonal possibilities, relationship to other key works in the history of your instrument, etc. Conclude with a short reflection on the impact this research has had on your own practice as a performer and an evaluation on how this will continue to inform your future approach. And moving on to option 3, programming your performance. Consider FRSM program as a whole and explore the music in depth. Provide a thorough and detailed commentary on your reasons for choosing this program and its order. The topics may include the overarching themes, contrast in musical periods and styles, and how this has influenced your interpretation, the ways in which personal research inform your developing ways in which one or more works suit your performing styles and strengths and others have challenged you to develop, how you manage the transitions between pieces, the musical insights gained through the preparation process, the suitability of your chosen work for the venue. Conclude with a short reflection on insights you gained through preparing the program, how they impacted your performance and continuing performance practice. Include an evaluation of the effectiveness of your approach and of the program itself. And lastly, option 4, preparation of performance. Provide a holistic overview of FRSM program from the beginning of preparatory journey to the final performance. Give a detailed illustration of the technical and musical demands required and of your specific preparation to master this. The topics may include researching and choosing the repertoire, program planning, including strategies to overcome technical and interpretative challenges of your chosen program presents. The contextual information from your own research that has influenced your interpretation, including the available discography. Your approach to communicating as a performer, reference to published literature and technical exercises you studied, practice strategies you developed to prepare the program, including teachers' input. Conclude with a short reflection on the insights gained from the preparation process, how they have impacted your performance and continuing performance practices. Include an evaluation of the effectiveness of your approach and the performance you delivered. And now I'll talk about how to prepare the research and reflection in the spoken form. This is the procedure to record for the spoken evidence. Firstly, make an announcement, and then show the photo ID, and then start presenting the spoken evidence. The announcement should include your ABRSM contact ID, subject which is instrument, the option details, the date of recording, and the length of video, excluding any footnotes, bibliography, or discography. For example, my contact ID is 003BS963 and I'm doing FRSM Performance Diploma for piano. I have chosen option 1. This video is recorded on the 26th of April 2024. The length of this video is 17 minutes. And then show the photo ID and proceed to present the spoken evidence. The spoken evidence is not required to be recorded in one continuous take. It is also not required to be done at the same time as the performance. The candidate should be visible to the camera throughout the recording. You may provide supporting documents such as the PowerPoint slides. If you speak languages other than English, you must provide English subtitles in the videos and English translation for all supporting documents. And also note the duration required for this section. And next, this is how you prepare the Unit 2 research and reflection in written form. Type the written evidence and save it into PDF. If the language used is not English, you must provide an English translation for submission. On the front page, include the below information: your ABRSM contact ID, the subject which is instrument, the option details, date of writing, and the total word count, excluding footnotes, bibliography, and discography. You also have to include page numbers for all pages, use a consistent presentation and referencing styles, and include references to sources, including bibliography and discography if applicable. And now some guidance for the translation, which is only applicable for response not done in English. For the written form, you have to submit both files in the original language and the English translation. The word counts is for English translation. The translator will need to fill in a declaration form which will be included in the link in description. The translator cannot be personally connected to the candidates, which means they cannot be a family member, friends, or teacher of the candidate. As for the spoken response not in English, an English subtitle must be added to the video. If the PowerPoint presentation is used and it's not in English, you will have to submit a translation of the file as well. And now, the marking criteria for FRSM. We will also list them down in the link in description for your easy reference. Here is the marking criteria for pieces presented, and the marking criteria for performance as a whole, and the marking criteria for research and reflection. Now on to the exam booking. You may book via ABRSM registration portal, and you can book this exam anytime as it is on demand basis. Check out our video on how to register ABRSM exam for a detailed guidance. After registration, you will have 28 days to upload the video and supporting evidence. And about the exam submission. There are quite a number of files to be uploaded. It is encouraged to submit a little earlier within the 28 days time frame to avoid technical difficulties when uploading. Have these files ready for submission: the Unit 1 performance video, the Unit 1 first page of own choice pieces in PDF format, and the Unit 2 supporting evidence, video or PDF. And you will have to name the files according to this format. The contact ID underscore FP underscore the unit number underscore file number. The contact ID can be found from your ABRSM account. F stands for FRSM Diploma and P stands for Performance. For the unit number, 1 for Performance Video and 2 Research and Reflection in spoken or written form. The file number only if you submit more than 1 file for a unit. This is an example of the name of the files. The files to submit include the Unit 1 first page of own choice piece in PDF and the Unit 2 spoken or written evidence in video or PDF. You will have to use the upload link provided in the email. You have to upload these files first before the Unit 1 performance video. And then submit the Unit 1 performance video by clicking Submit Recording from the ABRSM account to upload. And then complete online program form, select Current for syllabus, then enter composer and title according to the performance order, and indicate own choice pieces and complete the declaration form. And here are some other FRSM information. The fees is to be paid at exam booking time. The fees in the Malaysian ringgit would be 2,970. It is shown in Malaysian ringgit and only applies for the year 2024 and subject to change every year and according to regions. Check ABRSM website for accurate information for your region and currency, which I will leave it in the link in description. The exam result and mark form will be sent to the ABRSM applicant account when available. Candidates who successfully pass will receive a paper certificate and digital certificate in ABRSM account. You may find out more about the digital certificate in our video, ABRSM Digital Certificate. And for the attire, candidates are encouraged to dress professionally as in performing in recitals. About recognition, after successfully obtaining the FRSM title, you may use it after your name. All the links and documents mentioned as well as a PDF version of this video will be available in the link in description. All information is correct by the date of publication. In the event of any discrepancies or inconsistency, ABRSM's information shall prevail. Like and drop us a comment if you've got questions or if you find this video helpful. Subscribe to our channel for more contents. Thanks for watching. See you next time.